Hey, Maria, back with another video. It's like 6:13 p.m. Saturday evening, December 15th. Just got out of the shower a while ago, and I've just been sitting here, had a little snack, and did some arts and crafts. No, I am not an artist, for God's sake. But I'm just kind of sitting here, and pretty soon I'll be heading to bed. But I got this thought that was coming through my head about this whole issue. Well, not really the issue relating to employment, but just like the gossip and everything. As you all know, I recently divorced, and I knew that my husband's family, I recently found out about a year or two ago. I don't know how long it's been. But I know that family was, different. I mean, they were, I guess you want to call it incestuous or whatever. I've never supported that kind of belief, idea, or anything like that. And of course, it took me years to figure that one out. But I've never had any desire to intermingle with that family. And perhaps maybe Stephen's family thought that I was open to that kind of lifestyle because maybe other people knew about Joel's family or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just starting to assume that. I don't think that all white people are incestuous, but I think that it may be a little bit more common among white people. Based off statistics and whatever, I know that incest occurs in just about every group of people, but I do believe that it's a little bit more common in the white race. I don't believe in it, but I think that might be the reason why maybe Stephen's mom thought that I was open to something like that or whatever, but no, I'm not. And I know that going back to saying that white people are more likely to be incestuous. I've read books and articles about certain people in families who didn't believe in it. Like, for example, there's been women who've reported sexual abuse within their family because they didn't want those sort of advances being brought onto them. And obviously, they're advocating for putting an end to that sort of stuff. So not everybody approves of it, especially when it's at an age where people are not able to consent to that. If you're a consenting adult, like I said, that's your business. You do what you want. You're over the age of 18. You can do whatever you want. But it's just not something that I believe in. So, I mean, rumors are always going to circulate, even though there's no reason for somebody to believe that. Other than, I was married into a family that was like that, but I never really interacted with him. I mean, I would go see his mom maybe once every year for the holidays. We eat dinner and just talk lightly and then just go. And nothing like that ever happened. So, I mean, why people would think that I was open to that. I mean, the rumors get so out of control, and the assumptions or whatever. I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything. I just, I'm the kind of person, I just want to live my life in peace and not deal with people and their assumptions and their stupid gossip and their I don't know, foolish assumptions. I would prefer people just kind of mind their own business, I mean, not being mean or anything, but certain things are just not really open for discussion, and I respect boundaries. Like, I know some people, they don't prefer to talk about their personal life. To some people, such as myself, certain things are reserved for certain people, like that you're close to, instead of, involving this whole country, world, or whatever. What I don't understand is why it would, how can I say this? Why people would get involved in the manner that they did. I mean, especially when, I had no idea that was going on, and the subjugation that it put me through, when there was no consent on my part, or even aware of it. And now that, I found out what's going on, obviously I'm never going to be with Steven. So, I mean, why would you put somebody in a situation like this when there was no guarantee, when there was no consent on my part? It was just based all on assumption, and I think that that was really stupid on everyone's part. You know, um, I don't want people getting involved in my personal life. Like, I'm not the kind of person that needs to get married. I'm not, and I'm not saying I'm, against marriage. It's just, it's not for me. It's not for me to get married. I don't want that. Now, I was open to, Stephen because I had remembered him from a long time ago. I considered him to be a very handsome guy. I assumed his family was a good family. But the things turn out in a way that you don't expect them to. And I wish him well. I do. I wish him well. I don't wish him any harm. But I don't. I just want to get on with my life. And what other people think, or some people like to pay matchmaker and stuff like that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in, especially now. I mean, I never really thought that that was a priority, but like especially now, after being gang stalked, you got to be careful about who you interact with. And there's a lot of people who have lifestyles and beliefs and ideas or morals, or I should say lack of morals. They're not going to coincide with my lifestyle. They're just not, and I realize that. And, I just don't care about it. I care about, my own things. Like, I care about taking care of myself, meaning, providing for myself. I care about, my son. I care about, that's it. I mean, I don't have any other concerns, and really, for someone in my age group to think about getting married and having a family, that to me is, that's many years ago. If that was something I was going to do, I would have done that many years ago. And I did get married, but unfortunately, it didn't work out, and so it is what it is, and I just get really sick of people prying into my personal life when it's none of their business. It's like none of their business, I think I live a pretty good life, and meaning, I'm respectful to other people and whatever, but I'm not telling people how to live their life. People can live their life any way they want to, as long as they're not hurting other people. And as long as they're not hurting other people or subjugating other people, then, do whatever you want. I also was thinking earlier today, I kept thinking, I'm not the kind of person who wants to rebel against authority or anything like that. But this sort of setup is bullshit to begin with, okay? You have past employers who still want to have a hand in my life. You have people that I haven't seen in years somehow having some say in my life. And it's not authority, okay? Authority is like when it's based on the law or something along those lines. And there is no law. And what they're doing is they're breaking the law. And they have made me suffer for many years for something I had nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with at all, And so I have every right to be angry. I have every right to be pissed off. I have every right to be, upset and worried and concerned and just, pissed off all the way around. And because, I'm constantly being, tested and people acting snobby and being inconsiderate to me, and these people are goddamn criminals, And all I wanted to do is just get on with my life, They've caused nothing but pain this entire time, And I was literally in this town minding my own business, and these people came and descended upon me and started their bullshit. Okay? And I have nothing to do with it. I am completely 100% innocent in this. But yet somehow I'm sitting here scraping by every month, figuring out what I'm trying to do. I'm suffering. And these people are just like, whatever. oh, it'll be okay. It's not that big of a deal. It is that big of a deal. It's a huge deal, you know. And there are days where I feel okay, you know, and then there's days where, like today, I woke up and I was just pissed off, you know, because it's like, you know, I'm the kind of person, I should be out doing things. I should be out, you know, socializing, having a decent life. And these people have literally plowed through my entire life, you know, with their stupid, petty bullshit, you know. And what most people think is a big deal, I don't even think about, you know what I mean? And yet, I look at these people and I'm thinking, okay, look at your life, okay? It goes back down to standards and morals. And what one person sets as a standard, some other person may not think is significant, and so and vice versa, you know. But to each his own. But leave me the hell out of it, you know. Just leave me the hell out of it. Don't want to have any part of that bullshit, you know. So anyway, so yeah, it's the weekend, and I did do some stuff. I cleaned my house a little bit. Of course, did my laundry. Ooh, big deal, right? That's what you're supposed to do on the weekend. No big deal. Been working on my knitting, which you can see. This is a blue color that I'm working on, which is a combination color, which I thought was really pretty. I'm not sure what it's going to look like when I put it on because, you know, it's kind of a lighter blue. But, you know, it was one of those yarn colors that I found irresistible, so I picked it up anyway. And I'm getting familiar with the looming, and I enjoy it. It's fun, and it's relaxing. You know, do I want to do it all the time? Do I want to make a living on it? No, I don't. You know, where all these rumors, these ideas come from people, I don't know. You know what I mean? But until you hear it from me, don't make assumptions. Just stay out of other people's business, which seems to be very difficult for some people. You know? I don't sit here and like, I'm not nosy. I mean, you know, when I was younger, I was interested in what other people did out of curiosity. But I would never go to the lengths of what these people have gone through. I mean, just ridiculous. So yeah, you know, I have resentment towards this whole issue, you know, and rightfully so. And, you know, I'm just a person who enjoys my little hobbies and my peace and quiet, and you know, and I don't enforce or try to impose my beliefs on other people. You know, I understand that's a very personal issue. Even people who belong to the same religious denomination sometimes have their own personal views on certain doctrines or whatever, and that's fine as long as they keep that shit to themselves. I mean, sure, there's a certain amount of prophesizing that goes on in Christianity. I understand that. But that sort of forceful behavior is not acceptable on any level, okay? So anyway, I've just been doing some thinking and I had to make this video. So, you know, I'm just tired of the stupid preconceived ideas. I'm tired of it, especially when it's not warranted. You know what I mean? People see what I do every day. You know, they see me going to work, coming home. They see me at the grocery store. They see me running around the 99-cent store. They see me, you know, basically doing nothing. The same shit over and over again, year after year after year after year. You know, and so where these rumors come up with, I don't know. There was a Facebook post. I think I put it on my my Facebook page. I don't remember. But anyway, it's basically saying that people have to kind of vilify you in order to not feel guilty for the things that they've done to you. And I would say that's true, you know, because people really don't want to admit the fact that they had this unfocused anger that they just directed towards me, and they had no right to, you know. But they want to make me out to be a bad person so they don't have to feel bad and, you know, deal with being a piece of shit that they are. You know, and I will never retract that. I will never sit here and say, or bow down to these people because I, you know, it's stupid. You know, there's one thing, I mean, I respect authority to a certain degree, but I will not respect tyranny. I will not do that in any way, shape, or form. Especially from people that I consider to be the lowest scum of the earth. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video, be back with another one sometime maybe, you know, but I'm calmed down right now, and I'm probably just going to listen to some music before I go to bed, and I will be back with some other videos some other time later. Have a great day. Good night, I should say. Bye-bye.